Abraham staggered not at the promises of God through unbelief, but was strong in faith, giving glory to God, and being fully persuaded that what he had promised, he was able also to perform. You see, life and death is in the power of your tongue. Make your decree today and say, I'm looking for greater. I'm praying for greater.